Namaskaram and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Today I have with me a very learned, distinguished gentleman. And before I let the secret out, I'd like to invite him, Dr. E Sreedharan, also called as Metro Man. Dr. Sreedharan, Namaskaram and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskaram, Iyer. Thank you very much for inviting me to PGurus channel. Thank you very much.
Dr. Sreedharan, you have accomplished so much in your career, and it is a treat to just read about you, sir. And now you are having done a lot. Now you are entering into a new innings as in entering politics, and you are going to be a part of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Kerala. I wish you all the best on behalf of me as well as all the PGurus viewers, that you succeed in your latest endeavor just as you have succeeded in all your previous endeavors. Sir, let us jump right in. The first question that I wanted to ask you was, can you recall some of your high school days with another illuminary, Sri T N Seshan?
Oh, yes. Very fondly, I would like to recall my days in the BM High School, Palghat. That is Basel Evangelical Mission High School, Palghat, which I joined. In those days, they say it's a second form. And Seshan was already studying the school from first standard onwards. So from second form till sixth form, which is today equivalent to that is from 6th class to 10th class.
Yes.
We were studying together, and we were very strong rivals as well. Seshan is a very brilliant officer, very brilliant man, Brahmin boy. The big competition between us will be evident when I tell you, Seshan was standing first in all the years till second form, till I joined the school. Thereafter, I was standing first and Seshan was second all along, till sixth form. That is the final day. Final Seshan became first and I became second by just 1 mark. Very keen competition. I recall those days very well, but only difference was Seshan was always very, very studious, very punctual, very studious, applying himself so well. Whereas I had many other activities. I was in sports, I was in the football team, and also having my studies. So, and thereafter we joined the Victoria College, Common Victoria College, for in those days called intermediate. Now it's called pre-degree. So for 2 more years, we were in the same college, in the same group, what they call the first group, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. And both of us had Sanskrit as the second language. And we were the only 2 people in those days selected for engineering straightway based on the academic performance. Seshan did not want to join engineering because his aim was for the Indian Administrative Service, where his elder brother was already an officer, Lakshmi Narayan. Whereas I went to engineering and joined the Government College of Engineering, Kakinada. That is how from there we diverted. Seshan first joined as what they call in those days a tutor in the, there's a college nearby. Then from there he studied for his IAS. And in the first attempt, he could not get IAS, he got IPS, Indian Police Service. He was not very happy with that, so he did not join. He continued further preparations for the IAS. In the second attempt, he became number 2 in India.
Wow.
Such a brilliant person. And throughout the career, I was in the railways, he was in the Indian Business. We were in close touch with each other. Finally, he retired as the cabinet secretary, the highest civilian post in the administrative service, and I retired as the highest and the top engineer in the Indian Railway Service. Indian Railway Service called Indian Railway Service of Engineers, IRSC. Both of us retired at the same time. And thereafter, we were not very much in contact. He continued to stay in Delhi for some time, but I was moving in the railways from various places. But we used to meet occasionally in the airport or somewhere like that. Not very much contact thereafter. But Seshan somehow remember me so well, even at his time of his death. When he died, he had a fountain pen. It's a very historic pen, which has recorded historic orders as a chief election commissioner. So many orders he had passed. That pen, he wanted one of his friends to hand over to me personally. So that friend came over here to my present residence after his death, handed over that pen to me. That was his parting gift.
Wow, that's very, very, very touching. Sir, I have heard one story attributed to Seshanji that I don't know if it is true or not. But if you remember, Sri Seshan was in charge of the security detail of Rajiv Gandhi when he had become the Prime Minister. And this was post Indira Gandhi assassination, so everybody was a little bit alert, and they were concerned about the security given to the highest elected official of the country. And so it so happened that they were traveling through Orissa, and evidently Rajiv Gandhi likes to drive fast, have the car go fast. And his car got separated from the security detail. And for about 15-20 minutes, Seshan didn't know where Rajiv Gandhi was. And but Seshan is one of those people, when he gets upset, he lets it fire. He fires off. So finally he catches up with Rajiv Gandhi, and then he cannot tell anything to Rajiv Gandhi. So he fires the driver. How dare you separate yourself from the security detail? Don't you know what happened? I mean, it goes for a couple of minutes, and then Rajiv Gandhi just taps him on his shoulder and gives him a bunch of jalebis. He said, "Well, I went to get these jalebis for you." So
I'm not aware of this incident. It's not very popular.
yes.
But it would have happened. It is typical of Seshan, this sort of behavior. And he was a stickler for punctuality, stickler for details. So once he had got the responsibility of the security of the Prime Minister, he would go to any extent to discharge his duties.
Yes, sir. There is much more coming your way from Dr. Sreedharan. Once again, sir, from the bottom of my heart, namaskaram to you and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Iyer. Thank you very much for your kind words and the way you have handled the subject today. Thank you very much.
Namaskaram.